Gove Community Bible Church, located in Gove, Kansas, is a Jesus-driven community that is proud to support the Quinter Bulldogs. We offer worship on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. If you would like to know more about our church, visit our website at www.govecbc.com or download our Faith Life app from the QR code. Be sure to follow us on Facebook as well. Good luck, Bulldogs.
Kansas Land Bank is a locally owned community bank supporting community and school events. They are a full-service bank offering everything from ag loans to personal savings and checking accounts. Kansas Land Bank has a friendly staff that provides that personal touch. As one of the few locally owned community banks left in western Kansas, they strive to serve the needs of the people in our area. Kansas Land Bank remains a proud supporter of all Bulldog activities.
Man Farms is your local AgriGold agent. For over 80 years, AgriGold has delivered quality corn and soybean seed to growers with unmatched genetic innovation and performance. Utilizing local in-field trials to gain first-hand knowledge of the best product lines for the area, let us help you with your seed selection decisions. Offering direct shipping or local seed delivery services for your seed needs. For additional information, call Shane at 785-299-0510. Man Farms and AgriGold, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Smoky Hill Ag is your precision ag service dealer. They offer customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
As we close in on our 20th year of practice, Dr. Blackwood and his staff want to thank our patients who've trusted us with your oral care. Just like the Bulldogs take pride in their academic and athletic endeavors, Blackwood Family Dentistry takes pride in providing quality care and great service. Come in and see us at Blackwood Family Dentistry for your routine and restorative oral care. Go Bulldogs!
Harmony Farms, Kansas is a sixth-generation family farm located in Decatur County, Kansas. It was founded in 1878, and we still farm the original homestead. Harmony Farms, Kansas has been certified organic since 1987, and we're certified by the Organic Crop Improvement Association, National Organic Producers, and in Canada with the U.S. Canadian Equivalency Program. Harmony Farms offers certified organic wheat, milo, and millet both in bulk and individual packaging along with individual bags of whole wheat flour. Harmony Farms, Kansas, a proud supporter of Quinter Schools.
Kaiser Angus supports the Bulldogs in their academic and athletic achievement. Kaiser Angus is owned and operated by Daryl and Frina Kaiser. They have served many ranchers in the area and farmed in Gove County since 1990. The Kaisers offer and sell registered Black Angus cattle. They also look forward to being your new seed stock source. Look for their annual production sale the first Thursday in April. More information can be found at kaiserangus.com. Kaiser Angus is proud to support the Bulldogs in this tough year and looks forward to many more accomplishments to come.
Bluestem Medical primary care physicians Dr. Michael Mackin, Dr. Doug Grumbacher, Dr. Shelley Grumbacher, Dr. Scott Rempel, Dr. Anna Rempel, and nurse practitioner Glenda Wheeler provide medical assistance for the entire family. Their amazing staff offers services for all ages. including OB, sick and well visits, televisits, physicals, immunizations, and minor procedures. Visit them at 501 Garfield Street in Quinter, or give them a call at 785-754-3333. Blue Stem Medical, proud supporter of the Bulldogs.
Family Market in downtown Quinter is here to provide fuel for Bulldogs of all ages. Come in and check out our variety of fresh produce, the large selection from the meat department, or food from the deli section. Offering weekly specials, Family Market has your family covered. Shop local, where we provide friendly smiles, a warm welcome, and service you can't find elsewhere. Family Market, a locally owned grocery store, is a proud supporter of all things Bulldog and Bulldog athletics.
Providing clients with the knowledge they deserve and the coverage they desire, Kendra Salyers Barnes with Farm Bureau Financial Service specializes in excellent customer service, integrity, and accountability. She has dedicated over 20 years to serving Northwest Kansas communities. For all your insurance and financial needs, call or stop by the office to see Kendra at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Hoxie at 785-675-3661 or Quinter at 785-754-3641. Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help protect what matters most in life.
Selensky Land and Cattle Inc. of Park, Kansas proudly supports all Bulldog activities and Bulldog athletics. Kelly and Curtis are lifelong residents of Gove County and have farmed for over 30 years. They proudly run their family business. The Selenskys operate a small livestock feed yard while also growing wheat and corn. Keeping up with the best practices, they incorporate no-till farming in the operation to the greatest extent possible. Selensky Land and Cattle would like to congratulate the Bulldogs on the tremendous accomplishments of this year and wish them the best of luck.
Gove County Medical Center is your 24-hour critical access hospital located in Quinter, Kansas. Since 1925, GCMC has been providing outstanding health care for Northwest Kansas, such as surgery, physical therapy, respiratory therapy, lab, emergency services, radiology, and much more. GCMC is a top 20 critical access hospital. So for all your health care needs, visit Gove County Medical Center or call at 785-754-3341. Proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Doghouse here in Quinter, Kansas for day one of the Castle Rock Classic. We will have the Quinter Bulldogs coming off of 71-25 victory over Victoria as they meet the Natoma Tigers coming off a 60-33 loss versus St. John's Tipton Catholic. Omar Alvarez here alongside Caleb Todd. And Caleb, it's going to be an exciting matchup, I'd say.
Yeah, it should be a really exciting matchup. Last Friday, the Bulldogs had against Victoria, they opened up the game with a very fast-paced and aggressive style of play. Used a lot of press and pressure on man. We're going to have to see if that continues here in this game against Natoma.
As they're announcing the rosters, we'll go through them as well. The Quinter will start number 10, Bryn Gillespie, the 5'7 sophomore. Number 11, Kennedy Worth, the 5'7 junior. Number 12, Kelsey Selensky, the 5'9 junior. Number 21, Anna Briggs, the 6'2 senior. And number 22, Kashlyn Kwasniska, the 5'4 senior. And for Natoma, they will start number 2, Sophia Robinson, the 5'6 freshman. Number 3, Candace Ingling, the 5'9 senior. Number 11, Riley Conlon, the 5'5 sophomore. Number 21, Sarah Lyle, the 5'8 senior. And number 32, Michaela Murphy, the 5'4 sophomore, to round out the starting lineup for the Natoma Tigers. We will take a quick pause as they have the national anthem. Getting ready for tip-off, the coaches will say their final words to their team before tip-off here. Caleb, I hope it's going to be as exciting as it feels. You know, the anticipation here with this crowd is amazing.
Yeah, the Bulldogs coming off of a hot start. It's going to be interesting to see them continue it in this Castle Rock opener. Bulldogs really excited to have Anna Briggs back. They missed her last year. Opening game had a very big presence, and it's going to be exciting to see her in this game as well.
Yeah, she had 20 points against Victoria to lead all scores. And, of course, Kennedy Worth had 17. Bryn Gillespie with 12. As the tip is up and controlled by the Bulldogs, they'll look to run fast. The initial look inside is good from Gillespie. Gillespie opens up the scoring for the Bulldogs, and they'll look to press. That one's tipped. It'll be Bulldog basketball. It was tipped into the hands of Murphy.
Right away, this press is already paying off. Just to open up the game. Last game, they just didn't get out of this press at all, and it helped them out a lot against the Victoria Knights.
The Tigers will open up man-to-man. As you mentioned, the player to watch, Anna Briggs, as she gets a touchdown low. Squares up to the basket, couldn't kiss that one off the glass. The rebound controlled by Selensky, and Selensky pivots her way for two. Two quick buckets. The Bulldogs up 4-0 as Natoma look to battle against this press. As Engling has the handle. She had 18 points in their loss against St. John's Tipton Catholic. And I'll tell you, if you can score 18 of the 33 total points in a game, you're doing something good, Caleb.
Yeah, just a lot of good shots that she had. A lot of good shot selection as well. Just taking good, safe shots that really fell for her.
Got to watch out for the 5-second call. They get it into Murphy. She'll get the double dribble. You know, either she was going to get the double dribble, or Murphy also extended that left arm into Kwasniewska. Worth will have the handle. And they'll love to ISO for Briggs. They do so on that play, and Briggs finishes with the left.
Yeah, didn't get the first one to fall, but doesn't show any hesitation on that second shot. Great job going up and finishing.
Stolen away by Kwasniewska. Rifle it out to Selensky, and Selensky gets her fourth bucket of the game.
And the Bulldogs just jumping around here to start this very beginning of the game.
Coach Kurt Graffel wants a timeout. He'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, but like you had mentioned, we were talking, I guess, in the pregame, Caleb, they wanted high-paced action and really set the pressure to Natoma, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, right now just came right out of the gates, just showed no signs of any slowness at all, just straight to the point.
Right, in the early stages of the game can be the most important if you play your cards right, and so far the Bulldogs playing their cards right, letting the defense do a majority of the work. A lot of times it's really about the presence, and it's really tough. You know, anytime you're going against a team that has somebody, girls high school basketball, that's 6'2". Like, the presence alone is enough to stifle an offense. As the Bulldogs will remain in that press, and you know, a lot of times when you see a man-to-man press, you'll see some screens, but the Bulldogs switching on those ball screens. Engling gets it up, puts it in for the first bucket for the Tigers to get them on the board.
Yeah, and if the Tigers want to stay in this game, that's someone that's really going to have to kind of support the Tigers a lot, is Engling, leading scorer for this team.
Briggs gets a look down low, and two straight looks, two straight finishes with the left. Briggs now with 6. That one is tipped. It'll remain possession for Natoma. That one is almost lost by Engling, and no communication to Engling that there was a defender behind her. You know, a lot of times what they'll tell you, you know, even when you're growing up playing basketball, you got to yell wolf. Now the Tigers on the fast break. Keeps getting tipped, but it ends up in the hands of Worth. Kwasniewska, count the bucket and the foul. Pass on Kwasniewska with the good hustle. It pays off for her. She'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And last game, the Bulldogs had a lot of trips to the line. They were 9 for 19 for free throws last game.
Those will add up. 1 for 1 on that trip.
Great job there from Kwasniewska getting the three-point play.
Conlon splits a double team and gets it to Lyle, and she'll draw the foul. It doesn't look like the Bulldogs are going to let up on their press at all, Caleb.
No, last game against Victoria, I don't believe they came out of it at all. Just really, the whole game just playing really tight defense and staying in that press.
Yeah, and you got to set the tone early. Stolen away by Selensky. Selensky gets fouled off the takeaway. That defense by the Bulldogs is relentless. As they lead by 11, Selensky with the chance to make it 12, possibly 13. That's her first free throw short. Second free throw from Selensky, perfect. Scores 14-2. A little over 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Bulldogs out early, and thanks to that defensive pressure, they have a decent control on the early stages of this ball game. Robinson almost gets it poked away. Murphy had the handle, and that one was poked away by Gillespie. It'll remain Tiger basketball.
The Bulldogs are just doing an excellent job at jumping on all of the Tigers' passes. Tigers haven't really been able to find any sort of rhythm offensively.
Then you combine that with the fact that the Tigers really aren't communicating much on the defensive, or excuse me, on the offensive side of the ball as far as where defenders are at, as that basket is good from Lyle. Worth has possession, gets it up to Briggs. Now Briggs loves that left hand. She finds Kwasniewska cutting, and offensive rebound and putback is good from Selensky.
Yeah, Selensky just kind of in the right spot at the right time. Good job getting the ball and just going right back up with it.
Yeah, and if you're Natoma, you're gonna want to get a body on everybody. You know, if there's one thing you can control, it's the rebounds. And when you're down early, you try to win the rebound battle, I should say. You put yourself in a good position, but so far, majority of Quinter's offense has been a byproduct of their good defense. So great defense leads to easy offense, and that's what we're seeing from the Bulldogs here early. As Cabri Kwasniewska's checked in for the Bulldogs. We'll have a defensive foul. That one's going to be on Briggs. That'll be her first. That pass is stolen away by Kwasniewska. She'll bring it up the floor, kick it out to Sage Betts, who's also just checked in. Gillespie's off the mark. That one's tipped out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog basketball. Out of bounds under play. You know, ideally you want to get a look to Briggs as I say that she gets possession. Really favors the left short corner. Jump shot is on the money from Briggs. Didn't look like she looked at the basket until she was just getting ready to shoot it.
Yeah, the Tigers really have not found a way to slow Briggs down at all, just kind of controlling the pace of the game inside.
Murphy goes baseline and out of bounds. It'll be Tiger basketball as they trail by 14, less than 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Anna Briggs will check out, some much earned rest. Kelsey Selensky will replace her. Got to watch out for the 5-second call, and they will get it. The defensive pressure remains true for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we're not just seeing a lot of pressure in this press from the Bulldogs, but even to inbound the ball, the Tigers are having struggles of just simply inbounding the ball.
Three's a little wide from Kwasniewska. Angling now with possession. She'll set up the Tiger offense. And the player to watch for them is Angling. She had 18 points in their loss. But given the defensive pressure by the Bulldogs, she will earn every single basket she gets. She's off the mark there. Kind of dug herself a little bit too deep into the block. Is good hustle and good layup by Selensky. But that's not the first play we've seen where the Tigers really just failed to get back on defense.
Yeah, and this Bulldogs offense is really good at just flipping the court, just going straight down as fast as they can. They did it real good against Victoria, and right now we've seen them do it good against the Tigers.
Stolen away by Kwasniewska and tipped out of bounds. It'll remain Bulldog basketball, but again, even to get the ball in bounds, they're getting a lot of pressure.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Tigers take a timeout here soon, just try to kind of recuperate and everything, just kind of settle down and play basketball, try to find some sort of answer.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times when you get that defensive pressure, you just need a moment to regather and settle into the game. That three's off the mark. Outlet to Lyle. She'll cross midcourt and she'll get fouled. Foul's going to be on Kabri Kwasniewska. Kennedy Worth will check back in. She'll replace Cashlyn Kwasniewska. That inbound is tipped. It'll remain Tiger basketball. Good hustle on the play by Selensky. And again, just to inbound the ball is a tough task for the Tigers. Conlon off the mark. That rebound is fought for. Murphy ends up with it, and we got 3 Tigers versus 1 Bulldog. A foul off the rebound. 2 out of bounds under play for the Tigers. And a Briggs with a quick break will check back in. Angling has it on the near wing, gets double teamed, looking down low to Conlon, and Conlon gets double teamed and she'll get fouled. So they've been able to draw fouls down low, so maybe that might be a key to getting something going offensively. You know, phraseology I like to use is work your way inside and out. So establish a post presence and that'll open up the perimeter. So I think an approach like that would be beneficial for the Tigers as they trail by 16. That one's stolen away by Betts. Worth pulls up for mid-range and gets it to go. Shooter's touch.
Yeah, and Kennedy Worth, just a really good field goal shooter. She shot 64% for her field goals last game. She's one of the more consistent shooters on this Bulldogs team.
Murphy gets fouled. Shooting a 1-and-1. Take a moment to thank our sponsors. A couple of our sponsors. Kendra Barnes at Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help you protect what matters most in life. Blue Stem Medical, delivering outstanding health care to Northwest Kansas, and a proud supporter of the Bulldog Athletics. As Murphy's first free throw, front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Blackwood Family Dentistry, helping your family achieve a healthy smile. Kaiser Angus, certified Angus beef sellers and proud supporters for the Bulldogs. Second free throw from Murphy is wide. Rebound to Smith. Look down low to Briggs. Another bucket for Briggs. Now with 8.
Briggs took a little break there and just comes right back in and still has the same impact she had earlier in the game.
Well, I'll tell you, Caleb, at 6'2", you're going to get a lot of looks, and with the ability that Briggs has, you're going to put up monster numbers. And she had 20 points in the victory against Victoria. Briggs gets another look down low. Pound baby hook is the old Dream series. Anna Briggs. Double figures with 10. Again, that defensive pressure, as soon as Sophia Robinson got the ball, it almost seemed like she kind of hesitated as soon as Briggs was in her vicinity. Briggs with the board. Murphy with the tip, ends up in the hands of Betts. And she traveled.
Maybe just got a little too quick there for the Bulldogs. After getting that fast break opportunity, just kind of needs to slow down a little, just play the game.
Regardless, a good output for the Bulldogs. 26 points in a quarter. Now you're on pace to score at least 100, and that's pretty remarkable.
Especially here in women's 1A, you don't really see that too often.
Kennedy Worth gets denied by Angling. Good take by Worth, but even better defense by Angling. The Bulldogs have to have somebody inbound the ball. Full timeout. We'll take it here as well. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter.
GG&T Cattle Company is a fourth-generation seed stock producer owned and operated by Cindy, Garrett, Crystal, and Reed and Jessica Worth. They specialize in registered Solaris, Angus, and Optimizer cattle. Join GG&T for the 48th annual production sale on February 23, 2023 at their ranch south of Quinter. GG&T Cattle Company, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs.
Back here at the Doghouse, the Bulldogs lead 26-5 over the Natoma Tigers, and a couple more of our sponsors we'd like to thank. Solinsky Land and Cattle Company, wishing the Bulldogs good luck during the 2022-2023 school year. Smoky Hill Ag, serving Lane, Logan, and Gove counties. Gove County Medical Center, your comprehensive health care provider in Northwest Kansas. Healing through caring, Gove County Medical Center. Kansas Land Bank, Western Kansas' favorite bank, Kansas Land Bank. Family Market, your hometown grocer, go Big Red. Briggs gets a wide open look down low, and she cashes another one.
That was a great offensive play there from the Bulldogs. Just good job from Briggs rolling off, and even better pass there from Kennedy Worth.
Yeah, it was just a slip off the screen, and she was wide open. Briggs will make those 10 times out of 10 as Murphy traveled with it with 0.6 seconds left. So just, I don't even want to say time for a catch and shoot, just time for a catch and possibly hold. I mean, you might just heave something, but as that one had Worth had a quick trigger, she might have had a shot at it, but at the end of the first quarter, the Bulldogs with a 23-point lead over the Tigers. Second quarter action when we come back.
Gove Community Bible Church, located in Gove, Kansas, is a Jesus-driven community that is proud to support the Quinter Bulldogs. We offer worship on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. If you would like to know more about our church, visit our website at www.govecbc.com or download our Faith Life app from the QR code. Be sure to follow us on Facebook as well. Good luck, Bulldogs.
Welcome back to the Doghouse, ladies and gentlemen. Scores 28-5. Quinter Bulldogs on top. Omar Alvarez here alongside Caleb Todd. I'd like to thank more of our sponsors. GG&T Cattle Company. The Worth families are proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. Dave and Retta Mann, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. AgriGold Seed and Man Farms, helping feed the Quinter Bulldogs and the world. Gove Community Bible Church, a Jesus-driven community. We support the Quinter Bulldogs. Saline River Seed, contact Darren Roberts, your Beck's area seed dealer. Farmers and Bulldog fans at heart. As we get ready for second quarter action to start, it'll be Tiger basketball. Robinson will get the inbounds, and Caleb, from what we've seen so far, what do you think the Tigers should go about offensively to get something going?
Offensively, it just seems like they have no communication and they're just completely out of rhythm. Maybe just get on one page and just try to run your offense to your best ability. It's going to be tough with this really good Bulldogs defense, but just kind of try to get on one page and just good communication.
Yeah, and a lot of times, like you had mentioned, you really just need to let the game come to you, and it seems like the defensive pressure is kind of really getting to them, and those slow tempo possessions could
kind of come out.
World wonders for them. Yeah, I'd say so. As England converts on the three-point play, another look down low to Briggs, takes one dribble, baby hook. I think he's only missed one shot.
And that was her first shot of the game. Really didn't look back at all after that first miss.
Unofficially with 16 points, so Briggs, again, anytime you can be in double figures in the first half, you're doing something right. As Briggs, the present, gets the pass right to her. As Worth to Briggs. Briggs is off the mark. As that pass went right into the hands of Briggs, it almost seemed like she was confused, the fact that it came right to her.
Yeah, it typically doesn't come that easy to get a steal, but just kind of hit her right in the chest. Wasn't expecting that at all.
England has it on the near corner. And again, just a sense of urgency not there for the Tigers. England with the floaters off the mark, might have been partially tipped, and Worth will get fouled. But, whenever you see somebody pick up their dribble, you should have somebody at least try to come to the ball to try to help your teammate out, and you're just not seeing that from the Tigers.
This doesn't seem like there's really any form of communication, and you got to give a lot of credit to that Bulldog defense, too. That's really just kind of got in their heads at this point.
Yeah, and they set the pace early, and they set it often. They now lead by 22. Worth with a good slip by Briggs, and that's about as easy as it gets.
Yeah, we've seen
the slip-off ball screen. That's not the first time we had seen it, and it's working to perfection.
Yeah, that Worth and Briggs connection's really paying off for the Bulldogs here. Last game and this game so far.
Murphy has it near the top of the key. She'll get it out to Engling. Engling from long range. Too strong. Murphy left wide open for the board and couldn't convert. Briggs the board. She'll outlet to Selensky, and good hustle play by Worth and good distribution of the Weld. Gillespie finishes.
So far we've seen really a lot of good stuff from Kennedy Worth in this game. Really good defensively, good ball movement, and good shots from Kennedy Worth to open up this game.
And the thing is the fact that, I'll say sometimes defenses are good, but just good enough to get them in trouble. And all it takes is at least a ball fake a couple times from the Tigers, and they can get some backdoor cuts, but they're just not making the reads.
And
like right there on that possession, give a ball fake and they go backdoor.
Yep.
Especially with a player like Engling. I mean, she's their biggest offensive threat.
And there's been a few occasions we've seen this Tigers offense get to the basket. They just haven't been able to finish as well, and that's coming back to hurt them too.
That's the first free throw from Engling is good. Knocks in the front end of the 1-and-1. Addie Har gets checked in for the first time for the Bulldogs, the 5'3" sophomore. Bryn Gillespie, who's just checked in, has possession, takes it baseline and tried finding Kabri Kwasniewska, and not on the same wavelength. When it have somebody that's going baseline, ideally want to be in that corner. She would have been wide open had she been on the corner, but be turnover Bulldogs. See what the Tigers can do with this extra possession. Murphy picks up her dribble near midcourt. Gets it out to Robinson. Engling floats it up and knocks it off the side of the backboard. That's now to Gillespie, and Gillespie kisses it home for two. A 26-point lead now for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, majority of the points for the Bulldogs have come from the interior, like inside the paint. Tigers just really haven't been able to control the paint at all in this game.
Timeout on the floor, a full timeout. Scores 36-10. Bulldogs out up front. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Kansas Land Bank is a locally owned community bank supporting community and school events. They are a full-service bank offering everything from ag loans to personal savings and checking accounts. Kansas Land Bank has a friendly staff that provides that personal touch. As one of the few locally owned community banks left in western Kansas, they strive to serve the needs of the people in our area. Kansas Land Bank remains a proud supporter of all Bulldog activities.
Back here in Quinter, Kansas for day one of the Castle Rock Classic. Again, I'd like to take a moment to thank some of our sponsors. Kendra Barnes at Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help you protect what matters most in life. Blue Stem Medical, delivering outstanding health care to Northwest Kansas and a proud supporter of the Bulldog Athletics. Blackwood Family Dentistry, helping your family achieve a healthy smile. Kaiser Angus, certified Angus beef sellers and proud supporters for the Bulldogs. Solinsky Land and Cattle Company, wishing the Bulldogs good luck during the 2022-2023 school year. Smoky Hill Ag, serving Lane, Logan, and Gove counties. So it'll be Tiger basketball. Robinson will have possession. The defensive pressure looms large. As three's off the mark. The board is controlled by Gillespie. She'll rifle it up top to Betts. Then Betts gets to cutting Gillespie, and Gillespie ran right over Murphy. So you can get those extra possessions, Caleb, but just how exactly are you going to make use of those possessions is what really matters.
Yeah, they need to find a way to kind of convert on these extra possessions, and they've had a little bit of life at the free throw. They've been getting a lot of fouls drawn to get a lot of free throw attempts, just haven't been able to make anything really fall.
You know, and offensively, outside of angling, there hasn't been a really sense of urgency on the offensive side of the ball as Kaylee Lyle sinks it for the Tigers. Now it looks like the Tigers go to a 2-3 zone now with good ball movement and good three-point shooting. You can beat a 2-3 zone, and I already see a good look at a three-point shot right there from Kwasniewska. Gillespie not afraid to shoot the three, but too strong.
Yeah, and if the Tigers would have watched film on their last game, they would have noticed that the Bulldogs really struggled in the three-pointers, going 2 for 6 against Victoria. You can tell that's definitely not something they want to really be having to do, but it's definitely something that they look to get a little bit better at.
Gillespie with the steal, the Euro step, and the finish. Now a 26-point lead for the Bulldogs. Finger with the ball fake, turns around and gives to Lyle. See the communication on the ball screen and the anticipation there from Gillespie. You know, the communication on the offensive side of the ball, you know, if you anticipate that the defender's overplaying, call for the slip on the screen. But, again, we're just not seeing that from the Tigers.
Yeah, just really no communication whatsoever so far for the Tigers offensively.
Lyle sinks the first free throw. Second free throw's too strong. Rebound controlled by Hargett. Looking to run, get it to Briggs, and Briggs swirls that one out as the rebound was trying to be handled by two Tigers and ends up going out of bounds. Sarah Lyle will check back in for Natoma. Out of bounds under play. Hargett will inbound. Kwasniewska gives to Briggs, and Briggs not afraid to shoot the mid-range. She's 2 for 2 from the short corner jump shots.
Yes, you noticed there Sarah Lyle wasn't really playing up on her, and she just kind of said, if you're going to let me shoot this, I'm going to shoot it, and she drains it.
You got to take what the defense gives you, and Natoma not looking to give Briggs a whole lot. You know, they are undersized compared to the 6'2" Briggs. They're going to get the hand check. Will the Tigers, and Bulldogs getting a little bit too excited on the defensive side of the ball. They want to get every steal they can get.
Yeah, and the only bad part about this aggressive defense is it can often lead to a lot of fouls right now already. 10 fouls have been committed by the Bulldogs.
And the double bonus, the first one crawls its way in. But again, the offensive output by Quinter, I mean, when you have 40 points, that's a good halftime score, and there's still 2 minutes to go, and Just all around, the Bulldogs putting on a clinic. Letting the defense set the tone for their offenses. Kwasniewska left the three short. Hargett will get the board, has it on the corner. And again, Briggs off the mark on three, and that would have been scary for the Tigers if Briggs would have made in that three. You're talking about a triple threat near the block and mid-range and from long range.
Yeah, that'd just be a nightmare for defenses if Anna Briggs would have drained that. There's really nothing you could do at that point.
Betts' first free throw is on the money. And second one wants to go down, but doesn't. Briggs will get the rebound. She's left wide open. Hargett fires from mid-range and air mails it. There was a double dribble. Possession will go the other way. Take a chance to thank more of our sponsors. Gove County Medical Center, your comprehensive healthcare provider in Northwest Kansas, healing through caring. Gove County Medical Center. Kansas Land Bank, Western Kansas's favorite bank, Kansas Land Bank. Family Market, your hometown grocer. Go Big Red. GG&T Cattle Company, the Worth families are proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. Dave and Loretta Mann, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. AgriGold Seed and Man Farms, helping feed the Quinter Bulldogs and the world. As Murphy has possession. She'll give to Conlon, and now the Tigers a little bit more active on the offensive side of the ball, setting some on and off ball screens. Murphy left wide open from the top of the key. That's a long two, and rebound is fought for. We'll have a foul down low. And back to the line go the Tigers. Because there's one way to get points on the board, and that's through the free throw line, and the Tigers have seen plenty of trips.
Well, one thing I did like what I saw from this Tigers possession is they really had a lot of better movement. It looked like they were communicating a little bit better, just a little bit of improvement from that first quarter where we really saw nothing.
Yeah, and that comes with the fact that we're down by a chunk. You got to get something going offensively as England gets the rebound and she finishes with the putback. So again, something that you can't control, the rebounds. As Smith buries the three. The 5'5" sophomore with the first three of the game. Britton Mesh seeing some bit of action for the Bulldogs. The floater is good from Robinson. Kwasniewska fires from long range, and that one couldn't fall. England picks up her dribble at the top of the key as they'll have 25 seconds to work with if they choose. Conlon buries a three.
These last three possessions for the Tigers really working in their favor. Bringing a little bit of life back for the Tigers.
That's what you need, slowly but surely. With good possessions. Kwasniewska too strong. Murphy fighting for the board, and try another three, and this time, as time expires, Kwasniewska buries the three. At the end of the first half, the score is 47-23 in favor of the Bulldogs. It was all Bulldogs early. The defense set the pressure and let the offense just take care of the rest of the work. So the Bulldogs with a 24-point lead at the half. We'll take a break and come back for second half action here at the Doghouse in Quinter, Kansas.
Man Farms is your local AgriGold agent. For over 80 years, AgriGold has delivered quality corn and soybean seed to growers with unmatched genetic innovation and performance. Utilizing local in-field trials to gain first-hand knowledge of the best product lines for the area, let us help you with your seed selection decisions. Offering direct shipping or local seed delivery services for your seed needs. For additional information, call Shane at 785-299-0510. Man Farms and AgriGold, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Smoky Hill Ag is your precision ag service dealer. They offer customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
As we close in on our 20th year of practice, Dr. Blackwood and his staff want to thank our patients who've trusted us with your oral care. Just like the Bulldogs take pride in their academic and athletic endeavors, Blackwood Family Dentistry takes pride in providing quality care and great service. Come in and see us at Blackwood Family Dentistry for your routine and restorative oral care. Go Bulldogs!
Kaiser Angus supports the Bulldogs in their academic and athletic achievement. Kaiser Angus is owned and operated by Daryl and Frina Kaiser. They have served many ranchers in the area and farmed in Ingo County since 1990. The Kaisers offer and sell registered Black Angus cattle. They also look forward to being your new seed stock source. Look for their annual production sale the first Thursday in April. More information can be found at kaiserangus.com. Kaiser Angus is proud to support the Bulldogs in this tough year and looks forward to many more accomplishments to come.
Bluestem Medical primary care physicians Dr. Michael Mackin, Dr. Doug Grumbacher, Dr. Shelley Grumbacher, Dr. Scott Rempel, Dr. Anna Rempel, and nurse practitioner Glenda Wheeler provide medical assistance for the entire family. Their amazing staff offers services for all ages, including OB, sick and well visits, televisits, physicals, immunizations, and minor procedures. Visit them at 501 Garfield Street in Quinter, or give them a call at 785-754-3333. Bluestem Medical, proud supporter of the Bulldogs.
Family Market in downtown Quinter is here to provide fuel for Bulldogs of all ages. Come in and check out our variety of fresh produce, the large selection from the meat department, or food from the deli section. Offering weekly specials, Family Market has your family covered. Shop local, where we provide friendly smiles, a warm welcome, and service you can't find elsewhere. Family Market, a locally owned grocery store, is a proud supporter of all things Bulldog and Bulldog athletics.
Providing clients with the knowledge they deserve and the coverage they desire, Kendra Salyers Barnes with Farm Bureau Financial Service specializes in excellent customer service, integrity, and accountability. She has dedicated over 20 years to serving Northwest Kansas communities. For all your insurance and financial needs, call or stop by the office to see Kendra at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Hoxie at 785-675-3661 or Quinter at 785-754-3641. Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help protect what matters most in life.
Solinsky Land and Cattle Inc. of Park, Kansas proudly supports all Bulldog activities and Bulldog athletics. Kelly and Curtis are lifelong residents of Gove County and have farmed for over 30 years. They proudly run their family business. The Solinskys operate a small livestock feed yard while also growing wheat and corn. Keeping up with the best practices, they incorporate no-till farming in the operation to the greatest extent possible. Solinsky Land and Cattle would like to congratulate the Bulldogs on the tremendous accomplishments of this year and wish them the best of luck.
Gove County Medical Center is your 24-hour critical access hospital located in Quinter, Kansas. Since 1925, GCMC has been providing outstanding health care for Northwest Kansas, such as surgery, physical therapy, respiratory therapy, lab, emergency services, radiology, and much more. GCMC is a top 20 critical access hospital. So for all your health care needs, visit Gove County Medical Center or call at 785-754-3341. Proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
GG&T Cattle Company is a a fourth-generation seed stock producer owned and operated by Cindy, Garrett, Crystal, and Reed and Jessica Worth. They specialize in registered Solaris, Angus, and Optimizer cattle. Join GG&T for the 48th annual production sale on February 23, 2023 at their ranch south of Quinter. GG&T Cattle Company, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs.
Gove Community Bible Church, located in Gove, Kansas, is a Jesus-driven community that is proud to support the Quinter Bulldogs. We offer worship on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. If you would like to know more about our church, visit our website at www.govecbc.com or download our Faith Life app from the QR code. Be sure to follow us on Facebook as well. Good luck, Bulldogs.
Harmony Farms, Kansas is a sixth-generation family farm located in Decatur County, Kansas. It was founded in 1878, and we still farm the original homestead. Harmony Farms, Kansas has been certified organic since 1987, and we're certified by the Organic Crop Improvement Association, National Organic Producers, and in Canada with the U.S. Canadian Equivalency Program. Harmony Farms offers certified organic wheat, milo, and millet both in bulk and individual packaging along with individual bags of whole wheat flour. Harmony Farms, Kansas, a proud supporter of Quinter Schools.
Kansas Land Bank is a locally owned community bank supporting community and school events. They are a full-service bank offering everything from ag loans to personal savings and checking accounts. Kansas Land Bank has a friendly staff that provides that personal touch. As one of the few locally owned community banks left in western Kansas, they strive to serve the needs of the people in our area. Kansas Land Bank remains a proud supporter of all Bulldog activities.
Man Farms is your local AgriGold agent. For over 80 years, AgriGold has delivered quality corn and soybean seed to growers with unmatched genetic innovation and performance. Utilizing local in-field trials to gain first-hand knowledge of the best product lines for the area, let us help you with your seed selection decisions. Offering direct shipping or local seed delivery services for your seed needs. For additional information, call Shane at 785-299-0510. Man Farms and AgriGold, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Hello and welcome back to the Doghouse, ladies and gentlemen. The score is 47-23. The Quinter Bulldogs on top by 24. And just joining us, Omar Alvarez here alongside Caleb Todd. And Caleb, defensive pressure was the name of the game early for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. The Bulldogs really just jumped on the Tigers immediately to start the game. We're in their press there for the majority of the first half, and you could just tell it was really getting to the Natoma Tigers. Just really no communication on offense for the Tigers, and it's got to be a lot of credit given to the Bulldogs that just have really been up and physical with this Tigers offense.
But the light that we did see from Natoma was there towards the end of that first half. We did see them draw a lot of fouls, a little bit more urgency in terms of attacking the basketball, or attacking the basket, and that did work for them as they were able to knock down their free throws. And what once was a 28-point lead is, well, I say only 24, but they were able to cut down on the deficit that they had at that point in time, and they will look to do the same here in this second half. Is 24. It's a large margin to come back from, but still possible.
Yeah, and you love to see that kind of fight from your team as a coach, just seeing them down that much, still showing a lot of signs of wanting to get back in this game.
As the Tigers will open up in a 2-3, and the Bulldogs know that penetration and ball movement would be the name of the game against a 2-3. Kwasniewska's off. Possession now to Murphy. Murphy. Ball movement leads to a Conlon jump shot, and the Bulldogs will have it going the other way, and that one's almost stolen away and getting fought for. Worth ends up with it, gets it down low, and getting that shot denied was Kwasniewska angling with the rejection. And the Tigers, they can try to set the pace here early. Is again that presence of Briggs, what seemed to was going to be a good look at a layup, just too strong, and the fact that you got the 6'2" Briggs there, and you don't want to become somebody's highlight.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult for any offense at this caliber of play to really do anything against the size that Briggs has.
Briggs gets that one stolen away from her. Lyle, and just as soon as Briggs gets it taken away, she takes it away and unable to connect. Only the third miss from Briggs. Tiger basketball, Conlon and Robinson will draw the foul. Foul's going to be on Kwasniewska. That's her first. Murphy will have it near the top of the key. England splits 2 Bulldogs, and she'll get fouled by Briggs. And ideally, that's what you want to do if you're the Tigers. Attack the heart of that defense. And if you're the Tigers, you definitely want a couple more on Briggs.
Yes.
So we'll see how they go about that moving forward as Briggs picks up her second. England leaves the first one short. And again, what I mentioned in the first half, just trying to work your way inside and out. That's a good approach that the Tigers could have as England attack the paint. Was able to draw the foul, so that could be the name of the game for the Tigers moving forward as England goes 0 for 2 on that trip. Briggs gets the board, and she'll outlet to Kwasniewska. Fighting against that 2-3, and the Tigers not a whole lot of speed out of that 2-3, and again, for mid-range jump shots, Anna Briggs has been money. Now a 26-point lead for the Bulldogs. England gets it and gets that one rejected by Briggs. Briggs out to Selensky. Good ball movement leads to wide open Worth. And Worth kisses it home for 2.
The Bulldogs do a terrific job of these 2-on-1 plays, always taking opportunity of them, just always taking advantage of that opportunity.
And a lot of fast break points as Robinson is going to draw another foul as she is setting a screen. That's one way to get some fouls called on you. You know the urgency that the Bulldogs have on the defensive side of the ball, getting very aggressive. We're going to have another foul on the Bulldogs. That one's going to be on Kwasniewska. That's her second.
Yeah, and like you said, this Bulldogs defense extremely aggressive and just to the point. And that's something the Tigers could maybe use to their advantage, just use their aggression against them and try to get fouls and get to the free throw line to get some points up.
Out of bounds underplay for the Tigers, and so far in this game they've had a tough time inbounding any ball, whether it's out of bounds under sideline. As the mid-range jump shots off the mark, Kwasniewska the board, and the hustle by Gillespie, and Gillespie's going to have a wide open look, and she capitalizes on it. And those hustle plays working wonders for the Bulldogs. Is one way to beat a 2-3 is, well, to not let it get set up in the first place. And she traveled. It'll be Bulldog basketball.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, those turnovers are going to be extremely costly. You want to take advantage of every possession you have being down as bad as they are in this game.
As the Tigers will remain in their 2-3, attacking the heart of it. And Gillespie, having a quick trigger will beat a 2-3 as well, but knowing that they need to attack the heart of it. That pass is tipped off the hands of Worth and off the hands of Murphy, and it'll be Bulldog basketball. Again, towards the end of that first half, we did see them a little bit, the Tigers a little more urgent on the offensive side of the ball, and that kind of died down as we started the second. Colin almost gets that one taken away. It'll remain Tiger basketball. Gillespie with the good pressure.
Yeah, and so far in the second half, the Bulldogs have just really not put any pressure back at all. They've just stayed up and close and physical with the Tigers.
We'll have Sage Betts and Cabri Kwasniewska to check in for the Bulldogs. Four minutes to go in the third quarter. Score is 55-23. Bulldogs with a 32-point lead, and we'll have a travel by England. It'll go the other way.
England did have a real nice cut to the basket there. Looked like she had a really good opportunity to put a shot up, just got caught with that travel.
Briggs with the seal down low, and Briggs gets it to crawl in. So no answer for the 6'2 senior. The Tigers really stifled by Briggs' presence, and at 6'2, how could you not be? So at 20 points in the game against Victoria, and on pace to surpass that, as unofficially 18 points, and gets a takeaway there. Harger with the good hustle, and she picks up her dribble. Kwasniewska almost gets a three to crawl in, angling the board. And another travel by the by the Tigers. Serenity Smith will check back in for Quinter. And again, they are leaving the wings wide open. Whenever they swing the ball, there's just, like I mentioned, no urgency to get out and defend. You know, they're leaving the Bulldogs wide open.
Yeah, like they're sitting back in this 2-3 zone, just really inside the paint, not having really any urgency, like you said, to go out to the wings, just leaving them completely wide open.
Yeah, and the two guards that are at the top, at the elbows, you know, whenever the ball gets swung out to the wing, they really don't go out to defend or get a hand in the face as Lyle buries a triple.
And yeah, if we're going to go look back at this Natoma defense, they're not really coming out to the wings, but so far the Bulldogs haven't really made them have to do that yet. They've only shot 2 for 10 for three-pointers so far in this game, just haven't shown that they're really consistent from the three-point range, so Tigers just sitting down where Anna Briggs has been working.
And speaking of consistency, Anna Briggs has been a consistent answer for the Bulldogs, as expected. You know, looks like she's going to have a monster year. Again, they were without her last year and had her the year before, but again, her senior year, looking to end it off with a bang, and she'll check out.
Yeah, and moving forward in this season, it's going to be interesting to see really if any team can find a solution for Anna Briggs.
It's tough, especially when you come in at 6'2", draw a lot of attention. Salensi's going to draw the foul, and she'll head to the free throw line. Take a couple moments to thank some of our sponsors. Kendra Barnes at Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help you protect what matters most in life. Blue Stem Medical, delivering outstanding health care to Northwest Kansas, and a proud supporter of the Bulldog Athletics, as the first free throws off the mark. Blackwood Family Dentistry, helping your family achieve a healthy smile. Is off on both free throws. Robinson will get the outlet. She'll pick up her dribble. Now to Engling. Engling tried finding Rupp down low, and that one's tipped. It'll remain Tiger basketball. Sarah Lyle check back in for Natoma.
Yeah, on this offensive possession for the Tigers, wouldn't be surprised if they really try to attack the paint as much as they can with Anna Briggs being out.
Robinson gets fouled on the shot. The shot was no good. Tried banking it home. Foul's going to be on Addie Hargett. It'll be the 6th team foul. England trying to look down low to Rupp. Rupp trying to get a seal on Selensky. Robinson way strong. Selensky splits the double teamed, and Bulldogs have numbers. Selensky slicing and dicing her way through the lane, and she traveled.
Yeah, rare slip up from the Bulldogs there. They had the numbers in their favor, but just couldn't really get it done there on that possession.
And even despite being up 31 points, I love the fact that the Bulldogs have not let up defensively at all. Now they are on the Tigers. Going to be Bulldog basketball off the air ball. As we see the boys Bulldogs head into the locker room, they will then play Natoma boys at the conclusion of this basketball game. Hopefully we'll see some good action there as well, Caleb.
Yeah, hopefully that game is a little bit closer than this one so far. So far the Tigers just haven't been able to really get any rhythm offensively, and that's really been the story. If they could have got a little bit of rhythm going offensively, this game might be a little bit closer, but
well, I'll tell you what, one thing they have gotten is a lot of free throw shots.
Yes.
First free throw is good from Lyle.
Probably a good majority of their points have came from the free throw line.
Yeah, it'll interesting to see what the final stats show as second free throw is off the mark. England almost gets the board, and she pushes Kwasniewska, and it'll go the other way.
Yeah, and a quick another thing on those free throws. The Bulldogs in both games, they had a lot of foul troubles with Victoria getting a lot of trips to the free throw line, and now Natoma. When you get down to the closer games, the more competitive game, those free throws can really play dividend in later games.
Yeah, especially when games are a lot closer. You know, when you shoot a high percentage from the free throw line, that could be the difference maker. Smith hits a three.
The Bulldogs struggling with the three-point shooting, but Serenity Smith has been pretty consistent so far for the Bulldogs. I believe 2 for 2 for her threes.
Yeah, that's her second. Target picks up her dribble, and at the horn, Smith almost had a third. At the end of the third quarter, the score is 60-27, a 33-point lead for the Quinter Bulldogs. It looks like they're going to coast to a fourth quarter and possibly a victory. 1 minute to decide when we come back.
Customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
Welcome back to the Doghouse, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank more of our sponsors. Kaiser Angus, certified Angus beef sellers and proud supporters for the Bulldogs. Selensky Land and Cattle Company, wishing the Bulldogs good luck during the 2022-2023 school year. Smoky Hill Ag, serving Lane, Logan, and Gove counties. Gove County Medical Center, your comprehensive health care provider in Northwest Kansas. Healing through caring, Gove County Medical Center. Kansas Land Bank, Western Kansas' favorite bank, Kansas Land Bank. Family Market, your hometown grocer, Go Big Red. GG&T Cattle Company, the Worth families are proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. Dave and Rowetta Mann, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. AgriGold Seed and Mann Farms, helping feed the Quinter Bulldogs and the world. Gove Community Bible Church, a Jesus-driven community. We support the Quinter Bulldogs. Saline River Seed, contact Darren Roberts, your Beck's area seed dealer. Farmers and Bulldog fans at heart. To get the fourth quarter started, we saw a block. Now Bulldogs with possession as they lead by 33. So battling against a 2-3, trying to get an alley-oop look to Briggs, and Briggs is off the mark. Again, had the seal, had the screen, had the look, just didn't have the finish. Stolen away by Worth. Worth with the anticipation of the pass, and an easy lay-in for her.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs up big here in the fourth, and they're still not backing down defensively, just still jumping to the passes, jumping on top of the ball, just extremely aggressive team.
The Bulldog basketball, Worth with possession. So going against that 2-3, remaining patient. As Engling tried saving it into the hands of her teammate, but almost got in the hands of Briggs. So it'll be Tiger basketball. England gets that one rejected by Briggs. The offensive rebound corralled by Murphy. Sarah Lyle leaves that one way short. It was tipped. She's wanting to foul, not going to get it. Another out of bounds under play for Natoma. Trying to set some screens and try to get it to Engling, but that one's tipped by Solinsky.
This whole game, it's just been everything Natoma has gotten. They have had to earn just extremely tough defense from the Bulldogs.
We will see a full substitution for the Bulldogs. Again, I don't think their starters will see any more action as this one is all but over for the Bulldogs. 5.5 minutes to go, though. They lead by 35. But anything's possible, Caleb. That three's good from Sage Betts. There was a dagger in this ball game. That was it.
Yeah, right now just with only 5 minutes remaining in this fourth and a running clock included. It's really going to be near impossible for the Natoma Tigers to get back into this game.
As if the results hold true, the Quinter Bulldogs will face Pawnee Heights on Friday.
Yeah, and although the Bulldogs really commanded this game, there's still some stuff that you could fix here in the future. And one thing I'd like to see a little bit better from the Bulldogs is their three-point shooting and not creating as many fouls. Just coming down to those closer and more competitive games, those two things would come in handy for them.
Yeah, and a lot of it is just what the offense has given you because, you look at the fact that the Tigers really haven't had any urgency offensively. It almost seems like they're just kind of holding the ball out there, not having those fundamentals. Let's protect the basketball, get in the triple threat. And so, when you hold the basketball in front of somebody, the Bulldogs have that tacit to where, I'm going to swipe at whatever ball's right in front of my face. And that's what's led to that defensive pressure and the stifling that we saw against here in the Tigers, and big reason why they have a 38-point lead.
Yeah, and the Tigers they haven't been on the same page at all offensively for this whole game. Since the very beginning, they just haven't been able to find each other when they need to, or just kind of getting on the same page.
As Engling will shoot the front end of the 1-and-1 and couldn't get it to fall. Smith the board. Again, still looking to run are the Bulldogs. As Smith too strong on the three. That would have been her third of the game. Engling the board. Three on the other end is too strong, and the rebound is snagged down by Betts. Serenity Smith leaves that one strong. Let it go the other way. Conlon now to Robinson, and Robinson.
And the way this game's turned out for the Tigers, here at the last few minutes of the game, you'd like to see them just try to get in some sort of a rhythm to carry on to their next game.
Yeah, as you always try to carry some positives into the next game, as Natoma is going to face Dighton. Getting on Friday at 4:30 here in Quinter. Possession will go to the Bulldogs. We'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here and take a chance to thank our sponsors. Kendra Barnes at Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help you protect what matters most in life. Blue Stem Medical, delivering outstanding health care to Northwest Kansas, and a proud supporter of the Bulldog Athletics. Blackwood Family Dentistry, helping your family achieve a healthy smile. Kaiser Angus, certified Angus beef sellers and proud supporters for the Bulldogs. Selensky Land and Cattle Company wishing the Bulldogs good luck during the 2022-2023 school year. Smoky Hill Ag serving Lane, Logan, and Gove counties. Gove County Medical Center, your comprehensive healthcare provider in Northwest Kansas. Healing through caring, Gove County Medical Center. Kansas Land Bank, Western Kansas' favorite bank, Kansas Land Bank. Family Market, your hometown grocer, Go Big Red. GG&T Cattle Company, the Worth families are proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. Dave and Rowetta Mann, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. AgriGold Seed and Mann Farms helping feed the Quinter Bulldogs and the world. Gove Community Bible Church, a Jesus-driven community. We support the Quinter Bulldogs. Saline River Seed, contact Jaron Roberts, your Beck's area seed dealer. Farmers and Bulldog fans at heart. We have 2.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Score is 65-27, a 38-point lead for the Bulldogs. And again, at the conclusion of this ball game, we will have the boys basketball in action, the Quinter Bulldogs versus, again, the Natoma Tigers. But also, at the conclusion, have a chance to sit down with Coach Matt Havlis, talk about what will be a victory here, a big victory at that. So stay tuned for both of those. You know, and Caleb, one thing that the Tigers can do moving forward, and something easy fix, is just protecting the basketball.
Yes.
That's led to a lot of unneeded turnovers for them, as we just see another one there as Briggs ends up with it, and Briggs almost seemed like she just kind of hoisted that one up in anticipation of a foul, but she'll go to the free throw line.
And like you said on the protecting the basketball, we did see during this game just a lot of bad control of the ball that led to a lot of easy swipes for the Bulldogs. Just swipe at the ball and just kind of pull it out of the Tigers' hands.
You know, and one thing, you don't see them get in the triple threat position. You know, a lot of turnovers could have been avoided for the Tigers if they would have just used their pivot foot and established their presence. You know, they're entitled to their space.
It's a lot more fundamentals. Fundamentals were really missing for the Tigers in this game.
Second free throw off the mark. She gets her own rebound. Not a whole lot of time to see the free throw shooter get her own rebound. And how about the float shot? And that one's good from Kwasniewska. Now a 40-point lead for the Bulldogs. Again, would have been another turnover for the Tigers. And again, one of those turnovers could have been avoided.
Yeah, just a lack of ball security has really harmed them in this game.
Well, that and you know, you talk about what you're supposed to do when your defender's overplaying you. You cut back door, you know, and the Tigers would have had a lot more looks had they just done that. They're giving up a lot less steals, and a wide open threes off the mark from Kwasniewska. And again, that 2-3. Not being real defensive with it, as I love the attempted steal at the end of the fourth quarter. End of the ball game. Score is 67-27. The Bulldogs with a 40-point victory over the Natoma Tigers. And really, Caleb, it was all Quinter the whole game.
Yeah, ever since the very beginning, after that jump ball, the Bulldogs went straight down to the basket and scored. And ever since then, they just never looked back.
Yeah, and again, that defensive pressure was what did it for them. And you know, to add insult to injury, Natoma really didn't have a sense of urgency offensively, and that combined makes for a game where you're going to trail by a lot.
Yes.
So we'll take a quick break, and we'll have a sit down with Coach Matt Havlis. Stay tuned. You're watching Quinter Hoops.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
As we close in on our 20th year of practice, Dr. Blackwood and his staff want to thank our patients who've trusted us with your oral care. Just like the Bulldogs take pride in their academic and athletic endeavors, Blackwood Family Dentistry takes pride in providing quality care and great service. Come in and see us at Blackwood Family Dentistry for your routine and restorative oral care. Go Bulldogs!
Kaiser Angus supports the Bulldogs in their academic and athletic achievement. Kaiser Angus is owned and operated by Daryl and Frina Kaiser. They have served many ranchers in the area and farmed in Ingo County since 1990. The Kaisers offer and sell registered Black Angus cattle. They also look forward to being your new seed stock source. Look for their annual production sale the first Thursday in April. More information can be found at kaiserangus.com. Kaiser Angus is proud to support the Bulldogs in this tough year and looks forward to many more accomplishments to come.
Bluestem Medical Primary Care Physicians Dr. Michael Mackin, Dr. Doug Grumbacher, Dr. Shelley Grumbacher, Dr. Scott Rempel, Dr. Anna Rempel, and nurse practitioner Glinda Wheeler provide medical assistance for the entire family. Their amazing staff offers services for all ages, including OB, sick and well visits, televisits, physicals, immunizations, and minor procedures. Visit them at 501 Garfield Street in Quinter, or give them a call at 785-754-3333. Bluestem Medical, proud supporter of the Bulldogs.
Family Market in downtown Quinter is here to provide fuel for Bulldogs of all ages. Come in and check out our variety of fresh produce, the large selection from the meat department, or food from the deli section. Offering weekly specials, Family Market has your family covered. Shop local, where we provide friendly smiles, a warm welcome, and service you can't find elsewhere. Family Market, a locally owned grocery store, is a proud supporter of all things Bulldog and Bulldog athletics.
Providing clients with the knowledge they deserve and the coverage they desire, Kendra Salyers Barnes with Farm Bureau Financial Service specializes in excellent customer service, integrity, and accountability. She has dedicated over 20 years to serving Northwest Kansas communities. For all your insurance and financial needs, call or stop by the office to see Kendra at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Hoxie at 785-675-3661 or Quinter at 785-754-3641. Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help protect what matters most in life.
Solinsky Land and Cattle Inc. of Park, Kansas proudly supports all Bulldog activities and Bulldog athletics. Kelly and Curtis are lifelong residents of Gove County and have farmed for over 30 years. They proudly run their family business. The Solinskys operate a small livestock feed yard while also growing wheat and corn. Keeping up with the best practices, they incorporate no-till farming in the operation to the greatest extent possible. Solinsky Land and Cattle would like to congratulate the Bulldogs on the tremendous accomplishments of this year and wish them the best of luck.
Welcome back to the Doghouse, ladies and gentlemen, and here with head coach Matt Havlis. And coach, obviously very pleased with your team's performance, and it seemed like your team was going to run away with it early. Defensive pressure was the name of the game. Was that your strategy coming into the game?
Yeah, we're a very athletic team, very fast. We want to make it. We want to speed up the game. It fits us. So that first quarter, we really put on a full court man press, and we got a lot of steals out of it and a lot of layups, so it worked really good.
Yeah, and coach, we'd be remiss not to mention Anna Briggs and the presence that she brings, not only defensively but offensively as well. Talk a little bit about her and what her role is going to be in this team moving forward.
Yeah, to get Anna Briggs back, it's a really big deal for us. She's a game changer. She gets us 20 and saves us 20. A great player, very coachable, good mid-range shot. The first game she was 1-of-1 from the three-point line. She can shoot, but she just makes everyone else better, man. We're playing unselfish. We're looking inside out, not forcing threes, and everyone else is stepping up too. Bryn Gillespie's, she's a sophomore, great player. First game of the year, Cashlyn Kwasniewski got in foul trouble. She got to play more tonight. Kennedy Worth, just so fast. We have a Kelsey Solinsky defended well tonight. scored like in the first quarter, scored like the first 8 points, I think, or something. But no, it's going to be a fun year, a very special year.
So, Coach, obviously there's always room for improvement. So you'll take on Pawnee Heights on Friday. So what things can you take from this game and improve to the next game? I know it's hard to say because you had such a good performance.
Well, we reach too much, we foul too much, and it's going to cost us against a good team down the road. So all preseason we worked on, we had a basketball in our hands playing defense, trying not to reach, and these girls are so aggressive and they just think they have to reach and they need to move their feet more. But we're going to focus on playing without fouling. We're going to focus on, we don't shoot the free throws well, and but we're going to continue to run, and we're going to continue to push the tempo, and we're going to continue to look inside. So.
Well, Coach, you can always be pleased with the 40-point victory. Good luck on Friday, and it was a pleasure speaking with you.
Hey, thank you.
Smoky Hill Ag is your precision ag service dealer. They offer customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
As we close in on our 20th year of practice, Dr. Blackwood and his staff want to thank our patients who've trusted us with your oral care. Just like the Bulldogs take pride in their academic and athletic endeavors, Blackwood Family Dentistry takes pride in providing quality care and great service. Come in and see us at Blackwood Family Dentistry for your routine and restorative oral care. Go Bulldogs!
Kaiser Angus supports the Bulldogs in their academic and athletic achievement. Kaiser Angus is owned and operated by Daryl and Frina Kaiser. They have served many ranchers in the area and farmed in Go County since 1990. The Kaisers offer and sell registered Black Angus cattle. They also look forward to being your new seed stock source. Look for their annual production sale the first Thursday in April. More information can be found at kaiserangus.com. Kaiser Angus is proud to support the Bulldogs in this tough year and looks forward to many more accomplishments to come.
Bluestem Medical primary care physicians Dr. Michael Mackin, Dr. Doug Grumbacher, Dr. Shelley Grumbacher, Dr. Scott Rempel, Dr. Anna Rempel, and nurse practitioner Glenda Wheeler provide medical assistance for the entire family. Their amazing staff offer services for all ages, including OB, sick and well visits, televisits, physicals, immunizations, and minor procedures. Visit them at 501 Garfield Street in Quinter, or give them a call at 785-754-3333. Bluestem Medical, proud supporter of the Bulldogs.
Family Market in downtown Quinter is here to provide fuel for Bulldogs of all ages. Come in and check out our variety of fresh produce, the large selection from the meat department, or food from the deli section. Offering weekly specials, Family Market has your family covered. Shop local, where we provide friendly smiles, a warm welcome, and service you can't find elsewhere. Family Market, a locally owned grocery store, is a proud supporter of all things Bulldog and Bulldog athletics.
Providing clients with the knowledge they deserve and the coverage they desire, Kendra Salyers Barnes with Farm Bureau Financial Service specializes in excellent customer service, integrity, and accountability. She has dedicated over 20 years to serving Northwest Kansas communities. For all your insurance and financial needs, call or stop by the office to see Kendra at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Hoxie at 785-675-3661 or Quinter at 785-754-3641. Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help protect what matters most in life.
Solinsky Land and Cattle Inc. of Park, Kansas proudly supports all Bulldog activities and Bulldog athletics. Kelly and Curtis are lifelong residents of Gove County and have farmed for over 30 years. They proudly run their family business. The Solinskys operate a small livestock feed yard while also growing wheat and corn. Keeping up with the best practices, they incorporate no-till farming in the operation to the greatest extent possible. Solinsky Land and Cattle would like to congratulate the Bulldogs on the tremendous accomplishments of this year and wish them the best of luck.
Gove County Medical Center is your 24-hour critical access hospital located in Quinter, Kansas. Since 1925, GCMC has been providing outstanding health care for Northwest Kansas, such as surgery, physical therapy, respiratory therapy, lab, emergency services, radiology, and much more. GCMC is a top 20 critical access hospital. So for all your health care needs, visit Gove County Medical Center or call at 785-754-3341. Proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
GG&T Cattle Company is a fourth-generation seed stock producer owned and operated by Cindy, Garrett, Crystal, and Reed and Jessica Worth. They specialize in registered Solaris, Angus, and Optimizer cattle. Join GG&T for the 48th annual production sale on February 23, 2023 at their ranch south of Quinter. GG&T Cattle Company, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs.
Gove Community Bible Church, located in Gove, Kansas, is a Jesus-driven community that is proud to support the Quinter Bulldogs. We offer worship on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. If you would like to know more about our church, visit our website at www.govecbc.com or download our Faith Life app from the QR code. Be sure to follow us on Facebook as well. Good luck, Bulldogs.
Harmony Farms, Kansas is a sixth-generation family farm located in Decatur County, Kansas. It was founded in 1878, and we still farm the original homestead. Harmony Farms, Kansas has been certified organic since 1987, and we're certified by the Organic Crop Improvement Association, National Organic Producers, and in Canada with the U.S. Canadian Equivalency Program. Harmony Farms offers certified organic wheat, milo, and millet both in bulk and individual packaging along with individual bags of whole wheat flour. Harmony Farms, Kansas, a proud supporter of Quinter Schools.
Kansas Land Bank is a locally owned community bank supporting community and school events. They are a full-service bank offering everything from ag loans to personal savings and checking accounts. Kansas Land Bank has a friendly staff that provides that personal touch. As one of the few locally owned community banks left in western Kansas, they strive to serve the needs of the people in our area. Kansas Land Bank remains a proud supporter of all Bulldog activities.
Man Farms is your local AgriGold agent. For over 80 years, AgriGold has delivered quality corn and soybean seed to growers with unmatched genetic innovation and performance. utilizing local infield trials to gain first-hand knowledge of the best product lines for the area. Let us help you with your seed selection decisions. Offering direct shipping or local seed delivery services for your seed needs. For additional information, call Shane at 785-299-0510. Man Farms and AgriGold, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Ready?
Yep, I'm good.
Welcome back to the Doghouse, ladies and gentlemen, here in Quinter, Kansas, for the Castle Rock Classic. On the boys' side, Quinter Bulldogs versus the Natoma Tigers. And again, like the girls' matchup, Caleb, it seems as though the first game of the season, the two different stories as the Quinter Bulldogs with a 62-31 victory over Victoria versus, or on the flip side, Natoma. Their first game, they lost 77-18 versus St. John's Tipton Catholic, but regardless, both teams looking to have a good output here tonight.
Yeah, and like you said, Natoma coming off of a tough loss. Wasn't able to find many stats on Natoma, but one thing I did find, they're going to hope to kind of rebound from last week's game. They really struggled in the first quarter. They weren't able to put any points on the board. That's definitely not going to be a recipe for success against this really talented Quinter Bulldogs team. And this Bulldogs has a really good defense. They had 19 steals last game, so that's going to be something to watch coming into this game.
Defense seems to be the name of the game for Quinter as they finish the starting lineups for Natoma. They will start number 14, Blake Randolph, the 5'2 sophomore. Number 21, Jackson Young, the 5'8 junior. Number 23, Benjamin Wasson, the 5'7 freshman. Number 24, Curtis Baller, the 5'9 sophomore. And number 33, Keldon Rubottom, the 5'9 freshman. And on the flip side for the Quinter Bulldogs, they will start number 4, Ethan Grunbacher, the 5'9 junior. Number 10, Preston Havlis, the 6' senior, had 17 points against Victoria. Number 12, Trace Kinderconnect, the 5'9 junior. Number 24, Trevor Kaiser, the 5'10 senior. And number 32, Avery Briggs, the 5'10 junior, to round up the starting lineup for the Quinter Bulldogs. As the Doghouse is as loud as it's been. That's one thing you love about small town basketball is a lot of community involvement.
Yeah, when it gets to these smaller schools, basketball and football, just all sports in general, the community involvement is great.
There's one thing that will be at their disadvantage for Natoma. They only have 6 players on their roster, so probably going to be rare to see a sub as out and early. Preston Havlis gets a bucket for the Bulldogs, and the inbound stolen away by Briggs, and Briggs early 4-0 lead with 15 seconds gone. Stolen away again by Briggs. The board is controlled by Havlis. Havlis with the tip in. Tigers get the ball inbound for the first time. Jackson Young will be at point. Guarded by Kinderconnect. That was stolen away by Havlis, and Havlis with the lay-in.
Yeah, just like the Lady Bulldogs, the boys right out here just jumping to a very aggressive defense, bringing the press and just getting a lot of turnovers to start the game.
We'll have a timeout on the floor. We will keep it here. Take a moment to thank our sponsors. Kendra Barnes at Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help you protect what matters most in life. Blue Stem Medical, delivering outstanding health care to Northwest Kansas and a proud supporter of the Bulldog Athletics. Blackwood Family Dentistry, helping your family achieve a healthy smile. Kaiser Angus, certified Angus beef sellers and proud supporters for the Bulldogs. Selinsky Land and Cattle Company, wishing the Bulldogs good luck during the 2022-2023 school year. Smoky Hill Ag, serving Lane, Logan, and Gove counties. Gove County Medical Center, your comprehensive healthcare provider in Northwest Kansas. Healing through caring, Gove County Medical Center. Kansas Land Bank, Western Kansas's favorite bank, Kansas Land Bank. Family Market, your hometown grocer, Go Big Red. GG&T Cattle Company, the Worth families are proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. Dave and Rowetta Mann, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. AgriGold Seed and Man Farms, helping feed the Quinter Bulldogs and the world. Gove Community Bible Church, at Jesus Servant Community, we support the Quinter Bulldogs. Saline River Seed. Contact Darren Roberts, your Beck's area seed dealer. Farmers and Bulldog fans at heart, as the Tigers, again, with another turnover right into the hands of Havilis, and Havilis finishes with the right.
Yeah, one thing you said at the beginning of this game, one thing to watch out for was Natoma's really shallow roster, only 6 players on the roster. You're going to want to make sure they don't get into foul trouble. And it wouldn't be surprising if the Bulldogs just try to kind of take a lot of energy out of them, with the Bulldogs having a really deep and athletic roster. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to just really pressure this team right away.
That's what they're doing. That's why they have a 10-0 lead. They're taking it to the Tigers early. And the Bulldogs all business here. Jackson Young almost got the backcourt, was a couple inches away from stepping on the timeline, and there'll be another turnover. Is an interesting decision there by Havilis. Is, you know, you could have let that one go. You got to love the hustle.
Yeah, if he would have just let that one roll out, it would have still been Bulldogs' ball, and they could have just inbounded it, but
Young will be at point for the Tigers. Bulldogs will be man-to-man. Wasson gets that one stolen away by Briggs, and Briggs with an easy 2. Bulldogs with the 12-0 lead. That is certainly a way to get the game started if you're Quinter. Young gets that one poked away and stolen away by Gruenbacher. Gruenbacher found Briggs cutting, and cleaning up the glass is Kinderconnect.
Bulldogs defense has just been really all over the place, getting so many steals, and the game's barely even begun.
A lot of unnecessary turnovers for the Tigers. Just like that one right there, Kinderconnect with the steal and the finish. The Tigers having to resort to a long 3, and how about that for a start from Jackson Young? Give me a little bit of space. I'll bury the 3 right over you, but you got to get back on defense, and sharing the wealth. Trevor Kaiser is going to lay it up and in for 2. But if you're the Tigers, you can't rely on 3s from a couple feet beyond the arc. You got to get something going offensively. Stolen away by Gruenbacher. Gruenbacher finds Kinderconnect, and Kinderconnect with another layup. You know, majority of these have been uncontested.
Yes, just all the speed the Bulldogs have really been utilized so far. Just getting straight down to the basket. Really no Tigers in the vicinity to really challenge any of their shots.
See if the Tigers will let's use their numbers. Is coming up from behind and stealing it was Briggs, and Kinderconnect. 2 straight lay-ins and no communication. You know, I was talking about that against in the girls' game, and when somebody come up behind you, your teammates a wolf, and didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, just you got to get your team on one page. You guys got to kind of be like just all one mind, kind of. Just work together and just communicate to each other.
We'll have a wholesale substitution for the Bulldogs. Zane Beckner will check in. Shea Salyers as well. Kane Johnson. Pass is stolen away by Beckner, and Beckner is going to get his paws on the action. Lakin Getz also checked in as well for the Bulldogs, and Bradley Bogert. So the new starting, or the new starting, not the new starting 5, but the new 5 for the Bulldogs. As the pass almost hit a fan there, it'll be turnover Tigers, Bulldogs with possession.
Yeah, and another thing that will come in handy for the Bulldogs is their ability to get a whole new fresh set of legs in. We're not going to be able to see Natoma do that with only having 6 on the roster, but the Bulldogs, they'll be able to just bring a whole new 5 in to give their starting 5 a rest.
Getz establishes the post presence. Gets his first bucket of the game. Lawson will have it on the far side. Back to Young. Young hit a 3 from that range, just not as far. And again, you know, for the Tigers, they have not seen the paint or gotten the ball in the paint. So
really just haven't had any ball movement at all. They've really just been relying on those deep threes.
A deep 3 from Young is he fires another one, and that one's off the mark. Again, trying to get Getz another look down low, and 2 straight looks to Getz. The offense now firing on all cylinders, and you know, you're talking about, I want to say all these points have been on virtually uncontested lanes.
Yes, a lot of the points have all just uncontested, and fast break steals so far has been the story for the Bulldogs.
And threes have been, I want to say the name of the game, but they only have 2 threes as Keldon Rubottom hits a 3. Lakin Getz 3 straight possessions with the look down low. 24-point lead for the Bulldogs, and with a little over 2 minutes to go, when you got 30 points, Caleb, that's monumental.
Yeah, you'd like to see the Tigers on defense maybe try to contest the paint a little bit more. Just nothing has been contested down low for the Bulldogs.
Sawyers to the bucket. Coach Kate Watson wants a timeout. We will keep it here. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Minute 50 to go in the first quarter. Caleb, and we talked about defensive pressure being the name of the game in the first in the girls matchup, but it's been that and then some here in the boys matchup.
Seems like here in the boys we've seen a whole lot more of the defensive pressure, and just a whole lot of steals to open up this game just right away. I remember down under the basket, the Tigers were trying to inbound it. They had like 3 steals in a row that resulted in easy buckets for the Bulldogs. It's definitely not going to give you any success.
No, not at all. And the fact that the only offense you've had has been from beyond the arc, you know, haven't gotten the ball even in the paint. At least try to get some looks down low.
Yeah, I don't think they've even had one pass go inside of the paint yet in this game.
No, not at all. And credit to the Bulldogs defense. I mean, they came ready to play. That one's stolen away by Sawyers. Sawyers counted at 1 for Sawyers. Gets the bucket and the foul. A chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
I do like the effort, though, that we saw there from Jackson Young so far to open up this game. Really no pressure whatsoever on the Bulldog shots, but there he kind of gets in the way. He does draw the foul, but good effort from Young.
The 6'1 sophomore off the mark on the free throw. Lakin gets the board, and you're talking about Lakin Getz. As soon as he stepped onto the court, he made an impact. Already with 8.
Yeah, last week he had a decent game, scoring 11 points, but right now it's looking like he has an opportunity to even double that.
Jackson Young off the mark, and he has taken all but one of their shots. You're talking about the performance that Lakin Getz had in their last matchup against Victoria. You know, on top of 11 points, he shot 80% from the field, and you got to love that if you're a coach. High percentage shots. Bogert connects off the glass. A minute to go in the first quarter. 32-point lead for the Bulldogs. You know, we talk about in the girls' match about 40 was a good number to have at the half. You're talking about nearly 40 at the end of the first quarter.
It's just been all Bulldogs, completely controlling everything about the game, just doing what they want to do when they want to do it, really.
Beckner gets fouled, and that'll be the second foul on Jackson Young. Now, you got to watch the fouls if you're Natoma. As you mentioned, you know, the fact you only have one reserve, you got to use your foul sparingly. It's Beckner's first free throw. Sinks it. But again, a chance to reach 40 points at the end of the first quarter. Outstanding.
You want to give a little bit of credit to the Bulldogs offense. For last week, they kind of struggled turning the ball over. I believe they had 28 turnovers last game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they have not turned the ball over once in this game.
No, they've made some sound decisions offensively, and With 30 seconds to go, they're going to put up 40. Taking it up for the flush was Sawyers, and Sawyers going to be assessed a technical for hanging on the rim. That would have capped off an amazing first quarter. But Sawyers is going to get a technical. As Kelvin Rubottom will shoot the technical free throws.
Yeah, and Sawyers, he saw the big lead and he saw his opportunity to kind of get up on the highlight reel, but just hanging onto the rim is going to be a costly technical.
Benjamin Watson actually is going to be the shooter of the free throws. Second free throw is off the mark from Watson. As Camden Polifka checks in for Quinter, replacing Sawyers, the 5'11" sophomore. $15 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll have a little bit of time to work with. Will the Tigers. And again, seeing about the first time that they've made an attempt to go down low. As a three by Rubottom is too strong, and at the end of the first quarter, a 34-point lead for the Bulldogs. 40-6 over Natoma. Second quarter action when we come back.
Smoky Hill Ag is a precision ag service dealer. They offer customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
Welcome back to the Doghouse, ladies and gentlemen. Omar Alvarez here alongside Caleb Todd. And Caleb, a 34-point lead for the Quinter Bulldogs. They came ready to play, and that's an understatement.
Yeah, that is a complete understatement. This Bulldogs team has just controlled every aspect of the game so far. If you're for the Bulldogs, there's really nothing else you could ask. Not much more you could ask for this team. Perfect execution up to this point.
Again, we saw about 3 straight possessions where the Tigers just handed the Bulldogs the ball off the inbounds, and it's not the recipe for success. Giving up 40 points in a quarter, if they have the same output as they did in the first quarter, you're on you're going to be well past the century mark. Rubottom with possession. That one's stolen away by Grunbacher. And the Tigers will go to a 2-3. Gonna love the ball movement by the Bulldogs. That's the name of the game, is good cut, not being able to finish, but Havlis cleans up the glass.
Yeah, on that possession, the Bulldogs just really taking their time, moving the ball around, seeing what they can do, and that's a good idea coming into this with this big of a lead. Just really just run your offense to your best ability.
We'll see 2-3 on the other end as well for Quinter. As Rubottom will take to the baseline, pick up his dribble, and tries getting it down low to Grant Young, their reserve. Havlis looking to get a look down low. Gets it to Kaiser, and Kaiser finishes.
Yeah, down low, it looked like Havlis was going to be trapped, but had a really good pass there to Kaiser. Kaiser went up with the basket.
Stolen away by Havlis. But Kinder Connect will take point. They have a commanding 38-point lead early on in the second quarter. We're going to almost see the first turnover from the Bulldogs, but that was slipped out of the hands of Young. Knocking down the three was Avery Briggs.
Yeah, on that possession, it looked like the Bulldogs may have got a little careless there with this big of a lead, but one thing you want to make sure you don't do is get careless, because get those bad habits and you go up against a tougher opponent, that could really come back and haunt you.
Yeah, as they'll face the winner of Rollins County and Western Plains Healy, taking place right now. Another look down low, and Baby hooks off the mark, but Preston Havilis says, I'll clean up the glass for you. Another 2 for Havilis. We're seeing one of the first looks in the paint for the Tigers, and going to have a reach. Remain Tiger basketball. That one's denied by Kaiser. Avery Briggs three's off the mark, hit one from a similar spot, and he'll get the steal.
Avery Briggs has so far just been a magnet for getting the steals in this game. I believe he has 3 or 4 steals already on the night.
Barker down low, and Havilis doesn't come easier than that. Havilis, another bucket.
Yeah, and it looks like the Tigers are just putting up no resistance at all on defense, making everything really pretty easy for the Bulldogs to get down to the basket.
Rubottom with possession, battling against the 2-3 from Quinter. They lead by 45. See the double team. Stolen away by Havilis. Havilis with a good dish down low to Kaiser. Kaiser doing the work before he got the basketball, getting the seal and getting the bucket.
Yeah, the Bulldogs up big, but gotta like the ball movement they're displaying right now. It's really good ball moving around, feeding it inside, and putting up easy shots.
Yeah, sharing the wealth, taking what the defense gives you. See another wholesale substitution for the Bulldogs. See Bradley Bogert, Lakin Getz, Kane Johnson, Shea Sawyers, and Zane Beckner. Bulldogs also battling against 2-3. Looking to get the ball down low, and a good dish and a good cut and a good find on the outside to Johnson. The rebound controlled by Bogert. And ideally the Bulldogs are trying to get a look in the paint and then kick it out to any of their guards. Gets possession down low. Feeds it inside, and trying to kiss it off the glass was Bogert. Bogert finds Beckner, and Beckner way off on the 3. Tigers look to push a little bit, and pass is tipped. It'll remain Tiger basketball.
And the Tigers still up as big as they are. Still showing quite a few signs of aggression. Like going after the ball right there was Sawyers. Just a lot of aggression on this defensive side.
And I'll tell you, Caleb, the fact that the positive here, Natoma's held the Bulldogs only 13 points here in the second quarter. They finished the first quarter with 40. So the fact that it's hasn't been as bad as the first quarter, you know, the Tigers are making some improvements. Beckner to the bucket. Gets the board and cleans up the glass. Already in double figures. But regardless, the Bulldogs on pace to surpass the century mark. Is I think about 2 minutes ago, they're going to get a couple more buckets. So been an all-around dominant game thus far. Rue-Bottom's off on the three. And the Bulldogs very patient against a 2-3. Not looking to rush offensively. Finds Beckner cutting, and Beckner finishes.
A great cut from Beckner. Just great awareness from both him and Getz. Finish that play off.
Yeah, the give and go. A foul on the floor. Foul's going to be on Zane Beckner. That's his first. Checking in is Camden Polifka as well as Gunnar Katura.
Yeah, and I believe we've seen the whole Quinter Bulldogs roster in this game at this point.
That we have. That we have as Sawyers gets a takeaway. Gets to Katura. A minute to go in the first half. Bulldogs with a 51-point lead. Johnson off on the three and gets skies up for the board, takes a tumble, but
gotta love the effort.
Yeah, gotta love the hustle, you know, going after every rebound, every loose ball. With 3 seconds in the lane on the Bulldogs. It'll be Tiger basketball. Jackson Young couldn't get that three to crawl in. So no scoring in the second quarter by Natoma.
Yeah,
had a couple threes in that first quarter, but nothing in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Jackson Young, he's been taking a lot of deep threes. None of them have really been up right at the arc. They've just been a few steps behind the arc, actually, for this whole game. Just a lot of deep three attempts.
Out of bounds. Possession to go to the Tigers, and they will have a second to work with, so just enough to chuck one up. At the end of the first half, the score is 57-6 in favor of the Quinter Bulldogs, and Caleb, Bulldogs came to play early and often, and the defensive pressure was the name of the game for them.
Yeah, they right away just got straight to the basket, and they really, Natoma had nothing going for them there to start the game.
Take a quick break. 10-minute break, and we'll come back with second half action here inside the doghouse. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
As we close in on our 20th year of practice, Dr. Blackwood and his staff want to thank our patients who've trusted us with your oral care. Just like the Bulldogs take pride in their academic and athletic endeavors, Blackwood Family Dentistry takes pride in providing quality care and great service. Come in and see us at Blackwood Family Dentistry for your routine and restorative oral care. Go Bulldogs!
Kaiser Angus supports the Bulldogs in their academic and athletic achievement. Kaiser Angus is owned and operated by Daryl and Frina Kaiser. They have served many ranchers in the area and farmed in Ingo County since 1990. The Kaisers offer and sell registered Black Angus cattle. They also look forward to being your new seed stock source. Look for their annual production sale the first Thursday in April. More information can be found at kaiserangus.com. Kaiser Angus is proud to support the Bulldogs in this tough year and looks forward to many more accomplishments to come.
Blueston Medical primary care physicians Dr. Michael Mackin, Dr. Doug Grumbacher, Dr. Shelley Grumbacher, Dr. Scott Rempel, Dr. Anna Rempel, and nurse practitioner Glenda Wheeler provide medical assistance for the entire family. Their amazing staff offers services for all ages, including OB, sick and well visits, televisits, physicals, immunizations, and minor procedures. Visit them at 501 Garfield Street in Quinter, or give them a call at 785-754-3333. Blueston Medical, proud supporter of the Bulldogs.
Back to the doghouse, ladies and gentlemen. The score is 57-6. Quinter Bulldogs out on top. But switching gears here with head coach Ed Mentz, head coach of the cross-country programs here at Quinter High School, and coach, state championship for the boys and a fourth place finish for the girls. And in a community like this, what does that mean for a small town school in Kansas?
Well, it's been amazing, the support we had. We actually talked about that when we went down there this year. I had some former runners, former kids come down, and they just couldn't believe the support from the community. I think we had one of the largest 1A group of supporters that came down to Wamego. So we travel well, but to have that much support has really been amazing for us.
So, Coach, you come by way of Wheatland-Grinnell. You made the switch back in 2017.
Yes.
So was it an easy transition? I mean, how did it look like for you?
It was. Just Northwest Kansas in general, it's just been amazing. I got my roots out here. I actually grew up in Grinnell, so ran over at Wheatland when I was going into school, so the transition was easy. And we were working with Quinter at the time when I was at Wheatland Grinnell, and working with the kids already when I come over here. Super easy transition, but it's been amazing. It's been an amazing run since I've been here.
Well, Coach, obviously a state title is very impressive, and get a team finish at first, but they're comprised of great athletes. Tell us a little bit about the boys athletes that you work with.
And it's the girls as well. It's competition every day. We talk about the racing is kind of secondary. It's more of what we do in the workouts and the practices. The kids just come out ready to go every day. We have our saying, or I tell them that we run 100 mile an hour in practice. 80 mile an hour doesn't feel fast. So we run hard in practice. We do a lot of speed work, and we get to the meets, and it shows. We had with the girls last year winning it, and the boys were second, and then coming out this year, the girls getting fourth and the boys getting first. It's just been building a nice culture. Well, that tradition of hard work, and we're reaping benefits from it. So
yeah, Coach, and reaping the benefits. What really drives the success to those benefits that you've been reaping over the past couple of years?
For us, leadership. Really having the upperclassmen, the one that has been there, taking on the role as the younger ones get older, and taking the younger ones under their wing. And we have kids that are hungry. It's really neat. We started a feeder program a couple years ago at the junior high, and almost every one of those kids winds up going out for the high school. So that's been helpful. We get that junior high presence coming into the high school and getting some kids out. So for us, it's just staying hungry and seeing how competitive nature and practice is reaping, like I said, reaping the benefits, because our kids they see those banners go up last year, and then this year they want it again. So I think we're going to continue to see it as long as we can stay hungry and keep the kids coming out.
Well, Coach, I know you're always going to strive for success, so congratulations on another successful season at the helm for the Quinter cross country teams, and look forward to more success in the coming years. So head coach Ed Mentz here at the Doghouse.
Thank you.
Family Market in downtown Quinter is here to provide fuel for Bulldogs of all ages. Come in and check out our variety of fresh produce, the large selection from the meat department, or food from the deli section. Offering weekly specials, Family Market has your family covered. Shop local, where we provide friendly smiles, a warm welcome, and service you can't find elsewhere. Family Market, a locally owned grocery store, is a proud supporter of all things Bulldog and Bulldog athletics.
Providing clients with the knowledge they deserve and the coverage they desire, Kendra Salyers Barnes with Farm Bureau Financial Service specializes in excellent customer service, integrity, and accountability. She has dedicated over 20 years to serving Northwest Kansas communities. For all your insurance and financial needs, call or stop by the office to see Kendra at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Hoxie at 785-675-3661 or Quinter at 785-754-3641. Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help protect what matters most in life.
Solenski Land and Cattle Inc. of Park, Kansas proudly supports all Bulldog activities and Bulldog athletics. Kelly and Curtis are lifelong residents of Gove County and have farmed for over 30 years. They proudly run their family business. The Solenskys operate a small livestock feed yard while also growing wheat and corn. Keeping up with the best practices, they incorporate no-till farming in the operation to the greatest extent possible. Solensky Land and Cattle would like to congratulate the Bulldogs on the tremendous accomplishments of this year and wish them the best of luck.
Gove County Medical Center is your 24-hour critical access hospital located in Quinter, Kansas. Since 1925, GCMC has been providing outstanding health care for Northwest Kansas, such as surgery, physical therapy, respiratory therapy, lab, emergency services, radiology, and much more. GCMC is a top 20 critical access hospital. So for all your health care needs, visit Gove County Medical Center or call at 785-754-3341. Proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
GG&T Cattle Company is a fourth-generation seed stock producer owned and operated by Cindy, Garrett, Crystal, and Reed and Jessica Worth. They specialize in registered Solaris, Angus, and Optimizer cattle. Join GG&T for the 48th annual production sale on February 23, 2023 at their ranch south of Quinter. GG&T Cattle Company, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs.
Gove Community Bible Church, located in Gove, Kansas, is a Jesus-driven community that is proud to support the Quinter Bulldogs. We offer worship on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. If you would like to know more about our church, visit our website at www.govecbc.com or download our Faith Life app from the QR code. Be sure to follow us on Facebook as well. Good luck, Bulldogs.
Kansas Land Bank is a locally owned community bank supporting community and school events. They are a full-service bank offering everything from ag loans to personal savings and checking accounts. Kansas Land Bank has a friendly staff that provides that personal touch. As one of the few locally owned community banks left in western Kansas, they strive to serve the needs of the people in our area. Kansas Land Bank remains a proud supporter of all Bulldog activities.
Welcome back to the Doghouse, ladies and gentlemen. Omar Alvarez here alongside Caleb Todd. And like we mentioned toward the end of that first half, it was all Quinter. That first half is, they came to play, and that's really all you can say for that first half, Caleb.
Yeah, just complete control, and the Tigers really showed no signs of trying to stop them or slowing them down whatsoever.
Getting a look to Beckner down low, and it seems like the Bulldogs will have that same sense of urgency to open up the second half. Getz has it on the far wing, working against that 2-3 from the Tigers, and that's something that I don't want to say provided a whole lot of trouble for the Bulldogs, but they only scored. They didn't score 40 in the second quarter compared to the first quarter, and it's a positive for the Tigers.
Yeah, in the second quarter, they definitely did not put up as many numbers as they did in the first. That first quarter, the Bulldog just completely walked away with the first quarter, scoring 40 points.
Ended up with 17 in the second. Jackson Young at point for the Tigers. He has half of their points. Had a 3 to get the game going for the Tigers, and they did not score in the second quarter. As Young's off on the jump shot. Beckner will bring the ball up for the Bulldogs. Beckner penetrates. Offensive rebound controlled by Kinder Connect, and Getz tried finding Beckner and threw it away.
Yeah, that possession definitely didn't end like the Bulldogs would want it to, but during that offensive possession, we saw a lot of good movement and a lot of cuts from the Bulldogs.
Moving forward against the 2-3s, and I know against teams that are going to pressure them a lot more than the Tigers have, it's good to know what works and what doesn't work against 2-3 and kind of getting a feel for the zone. As Young gets possession and hoisting that one up, it gets the board.
That shot we just saw from Natoma was probably one of the first shots that we've seen from the inside of the court. They've really just been taking perimeter shots outside beyond the arc, but finally trying to get inside and taking a shot.
Havlis to Beckner, Beckner to Getz, up top to Kaiser, and Kaiser's off. Kaiser trying to save it and gets a little bit too late to it. And they'll go to the Tigers. Wasson with possession for Natoma. He'll give to Young. Randolph tries from 3, and getting the rebound was Young. And a couple offensive rebounds by Natoma. Had a couple good looks there. Couldn't connect, and gets with the block.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, if you're Natoma, you're just trying to pick as many positive things as you can. And right there, that's a little positive thing you can take away, getting both of those offensive rebounds.
Connect to the bucket, gets the board, and cleans up the glass. Penetrating inside and drawing the foul was Wasson.
In the second half, Natoma's main goal, right now I'd say the game's a little bit too far out of reach at the stage we're at and the way both teams have been playing. But if you're Natoma, your main goal should just be get your offense to work, play good, tough defense, and try to score a few more points than you did in the first half.
Is already, with that free throw, Natoma scores more points than they did in the second quarter. Another wholesale substitution for the Bulldogs. That'll be Bradley Bogert, Kane Johnson, Avery Briggs, Shea Sawyers, and Ethan Grunbacher as Wasson goes 2 of 2 on that trip. And the Bulldogs remaining patient, looking to get some easy looks down low. And a good pass, a good cut. Sawyers with the dish and the finish.
Yeah, that's everything you could have asked for the Bulldogs on that possession. Just good ball movement and ended off with a good pass and then an even better cut and to finish it strong.
Almost stolen away by the Bulldogs. Young ends up with it. It looked like Young was thinking about the 3. Grunbacher will get the outlet. 55-point lead for Quinter. Briggs thought about the 3. Instead, will give to Johnson. Johnson cuts, spins his way to pass to Grunbacher.
I do like the decision there from Grunbacher. He had an open 3, but decides to halt on that and just let the offense run. Just take good quality reps of running your offense.
Randolph with possession, loses the handle, might have slipped. Sawyers with the corner 3, connects. Shea Sawyers gives the Bulldogs a 58-point lead. Of a 30-second timeout, we'll keep it here. Take another moment to thank our sponsors. Kendra Barnes at Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help you protect what matters most in life. Blue Stem Medical, delivering outstanding health care to Northwest Kansas, and a proud supporter of the Bulldog Athletics. Blackwood Family Dentistry, helping your family achieve a healthy smile. Kaiser Angus, certified Angus beef sellers and proud supporters for the Bulldogs. Solinsky Land and Cattle Company, wishing the Bulldogs good luck during the 2022-2023 school year. Smoky Hill Ag, serving Lane, Logan, and Gove counties. Gove County Medical Center, your comprehensive health care provider in Northwest Kansas. Healing through caring, Gove County Medical Center. Kansas Land Bank, Western Kansas' favorite bank, Kansas Land Bank. Family Market, your hometown grocer, Go Big Red. GG&T Cattle Company, the Worth families are proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. So it'll be Tiger basketball off the timeout. Trying to get a look down low, and that one's stolen away by the Bulldogs.
Even though that results in a turnover for the Tigers, you do like them looking inside, trying to feed it in down low, which in the first half they did literally nothing of that.
Briggs thought about the three. He'll fire and off the mark. Rebound is corralled by Johnson, and Johnson cleans up the glass. Randolph will have it on the far wing. Gets it out to Wasson. Jackson Young hits another three.
That's two extremely deep threes for Young. I think both of them are right around the spike line.
He's got all the sportsmanship from the student section from Quinter. They gave a cheer for Young as he hit the three. Johnson had a wide open three, decides not to go through with it and finds Bogert down low, and Bogert cleans up his own miss. Now a 59-point lead for the Bulldogs. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Wasson's off on the three. Possession to remain with Natoma. As Grant Young will check in to replace Benjamin Wasson. Young will inbound, and Briggs will get his hands on it. It'll be tipped off the hands of Bowler. And a takeaway there for Natoma. Had their hand in a passing lane.
And like I said earlier, right now you're just trying to pick away as many positive things as you can, and there's another little positive thing Natoma can take away from this game with that takeaway.
That shot at the horn was blocked, and at the end of the third quarter, it's been all Quinter Bulldogs. They lead by 59, 70-11. Only one quarter of action left in the contest. Stay tuned. You're watching Quinter Hoops.
Harmony Farms, Kansas is a sixth-generation family farm located in Decatur County, Kansas. It was founded in 1878, and we still farm the original homestead. Harmony Farms, Kansas has been certified organic since 1987, and we're certified by the Organic Crop Improvement Association, National Organic Producers, and in Canada with the U.S. Canadian Equivalency Program. Harmony Farms offers certified organic wheat, milo, and millet both in bulk and individual packaging along with individual bags of whole wheat flour. Harmony Farms, Kansas, a proud supporter of Quinter Schools.
The doghouse, ladies and gentlemen, score 70-11, 1 quarter of action left. And again, it was all Quinter, but if there's a positive, they did score 5 points in that third quarter, 5 more than they scored in the second quarter, Caleb.
Yeah, and coming out in the second half, although it doesn't show on the score, Natoma has played a whole lot better second half. They've been moving the ball a little bit better, trying to feed it in down low. They got a takeaway, and they've been able to put a few points up on the board. So just a few positive things you can take away from that third quarter.
It'll be Tiger basketball to get things started here in the fourth quarter. Again, as it stands, Quinter will take on the winner of Rollins County and Western Plains Healy. That is taking place currently. Jackson Young from the corner. Would have been his third three of the game. Possession to go to the Bulldogs. Gunnar Katura now to Sawyers. And again, what Quinter's looking to do is just see what looks they can get with that 2-3. You know, if you can get to a good flow against a 2-3 and you know what to expect, what works, what doesn't work, how to attack it against a team that'll pressure you a lot more than Natoma. It looks like that or what you want against the zone. Bradley Bogert opens up the scoring in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you got to love the Bulldogs just getting good quality reps going against the 2-3 zone. Just running their offense to their best ability to see what's going to work for them here in the future and what they need to do.
As Young has possession, he'll give it outside to Wasson. Wasson will penetrate. And sinks it from the paint. How about that? Getting a post presence. So as Tigers have possession, we'll give a quick update on the bracket. Dayton coming out victorious against Wichita, 41-18, and Pawnee Heights victorious over Wheatland Grinnell, 69-35, and then again, presumably Quinter will be the victor here, and they will face the winner of Rollins County and Western Plains Healy. There's your boys bracket update. These teams will be in action on Friday. Katura's first free throw is good. Stepped away from that one. Didn't really hold that follow through, but still got it to go. Second free throw from Katura is good. Score 76-13. 63-point lead for Quinter.
Yeah, despite the score being as bad as it is for the Natoma Tigers, the second half they have been able to outscore themselves from the first half, and I feel in the second half there's been a whole lot more positive stuff to take away than there was for them in the first half.
Yeah, you know, regardless of whatever the score is, you can always learn regardless if you win or lose. The three is way strong. Polivka the board. Sawyers with possession now. As again, the Bulldogs are in no rush. Gruenbacher will check back in for Quinter. Penetrating down low, and there's Wasson. That three's off the mark. The rebound to Gruenbacher. We have an update on the Rollins County Western Plains Healy, and it was Rollins County was up 44-5 at the half. So the results hold true. Quinter and Rollins County will be meeting on Friday at 7:30. if there was something to improve upon if you're the Bulldogs, Caleb, one thing for sure is at times when they had that big lead, they got a little careless, and when they end up facing a team that's going to give them more of a challenge, that could be something that could be a cause for concern. You can't get any lackadaisical in close games.
Yes, and like what you just said, Rawlins County was in the lead at halftime against Western Spain Healy. If that comes apart with the Bulldogs taking on the Rawlins County Buffaloes, that's going to be a really good matchup, and you don't want to get careless against the Rawlins County. They will take advantage of that. So definitely moving forward, want to get a little bit more careful with the ball and just a little bit smarter passes.
That's Polifka. Got 3 offensive rebounds in a row, but gets the jump ball there. Gruenbacher to inbound. He'll get possession on the corner, and Gruenbacher airballs a 3. There is a minute 30 to go in this one. 65-point lead for Quinter. Trying to split the defense, and was Randolph, and he'll get that one taken away. As Gruenbacher's going to draw the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good from Gruenbacher. Second free throw is good as well.
This most likely is going to be Natoma's last offensive possession, and just to end this game, you're going to probably want to walk away just a sound offensive possession. Just do the best to your ability, something you can carry over to your next game.
As the Bulldogs really let Watson shoot that one, is been the last offensive look in the ball game as the Bulldogs just dribble this one out. Final score 80-13. The Quinter Bulldogs come out victorious in what was a dominant victory, as it was all Bulldogs for the whole ball game, Caleb.
Yeah, but really that first quarter is really what got to Natoma, allowing 40 points. But after that first quarter, Natoma did make some good improvements, only through the next 3 quarters allowing 40 points. So 40 points in the first quarter as to 40 points in 3 quarters. So when you take a look at that, Natoma did make some good improvements towards the middle and end of the game.
Yeah, the defensive pressure was the name of the game. Early on, they forced a lot of unnecessary turnovers from Natoma, and were able to capitalize on them. So overall, a very sound performance for the Quinter Bulldogs. Again, final score 80-13. Quinter Bulldogs come out on top, and they will play the winner of Rawlins County and Western Plains Healy. And again, I mentioned at the half it was 44-5, so a game similar to this one. So presumably it'll be Rawlins County versus Quinter. That'll take place on Friday here at the Varsity Gym at 7:30. So again, that'll wrap things up here from the Castle Rock Classic. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. It's been Omar Alvarez and Caleb Todd.